Groovy.
There we go.
Generally, I was actually thinking we should be a little bit kind of a smart ass thing. Throw in, that song, "I'm Back." The old disco song.
Oh, I don't think I have that one.
Oh, you don't have that one?
I don't think so.
That would have been just cliched and cheesy enough. It would have been beautiful.
What the fuck? It won't let me rename a folder. Okay, fuck you.
No, I'll pass. Oh, I'm pretty sure the computer might pass too.
Yeah, well, I hope so. I've been saying fuck to a lot of things the past couple of days. So.
Fuck.
I've just not been having a good time, in case you call.
Oh, that's a cute little post I just found.
Oh, okay, let's try that. And yes, this is probably as good as it will get today.
Yes.
So
our triumphant comeback,
and
sad? We're kind of stumbling, going, "What were we doing? Were we doing drugs?"
Well, weren't we always? We were always like that.
We were always. We had to had to have been on something. It might have been cigarettes. It might have been the insanity. God knows what. Really, it's very sad.
Oh, here we go. I've got to play this one.
Oh, he's got a song. Flee for your
Well,
life.
no, I won't play that one yet. I'm just saying it up.
Okay, that's even worse. Setting it up and
oh, the DJ yesterday said, okay, for the next 24 hours is DJ appreciation, and this guy found this song. I don't know where he found it. It's called the Dark RP Admin song.
Oh God.
And it's shot apparently in a Halo thing that's like Second Life. It's called Dark RP.
Oh, that's horrible. That's just horrible.
It is. It's funny as hell though, because the ending especially I can sympathize on so many levels. You finally get done with everything and the server crashes. Just when it's your time, then the game goes. I'm like, son of a bitch. I have had that many times. So,
yeah,
Reap must be on a new server. He's got a listener high of 100 people.
So, for those that are
Hey.
just tuning in,
which is nobody.
Which is, nobody. So, I don't know why I keep verbally masturbating to myself at this point.
Oh, it's the same reason I've been doing it for 200 episodes. Come on, you get used to it after a while.
True, very true. We're Finite Exposure. We're back from our month-long hiatus of Rendell being in... Whatever is it, Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay, Rendell being in Minnesota, and me, every time I tried to start a new show, got 10 minutes into it and went, fuck. And just gave up. However, I took the month, since I kept failing, to correlate data and, find interesting articles to tickle your,
Maybe we should call in sick to the meeting. I don't think we're going to have enough time.
No.
Well, it's not like the meeting's going to do any good anyway.
Shh.
Oh, we can talk about it because Christina and Nicole spilled the beans on Monday.
Oh, well, no, a lot of people don't know yet. Still.
It's not like any of them listen to this. Cameron might, but Cameron and I were talking about it yesterday. So
yeah.
He knows too. It's like, fuck, is this a secret anywhere anymore?
Yeah, it is to a few people. Leanne doesn't know.
Cynthia had better know by now.
God, yeah.
Because Milo was still on the list.
Yeah.
So she should know. And what the fuck was I doing here?
Jerking off to donkey porn? I don't know.
No. Wrong website. I'm on Reapso Radio. Where am I going to find donkey porn on Reapso Radio?
You never know.
With Reap, you're right. I know. Oh, that's what I was looking for.
And Reap is probably listening in the background going, what the fuck are they smoking? And why haven't they invited me to share?
Because he doesn't smoke anymore. Oh, no, he does, actually. It's just not illegal. Somebody popped in.
It's just me.
That's you. You son of a bitch. Don't trick me like that. That's so fair. We're not skipping, though, are we?
No. No, we are actually perfectly sounding.
Sounding really good. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that is perfect.
That is probably the best we've ever sounded. I love it.
Fuck Sam 3. Yes, there's another fuck, but this literally needs it. Fuck Sam 3. That thing is a piece of shit.
Yes, we have fixed our broadcasting issues. When we had a last-minute broadcasting issue, figure that shit out.
Yeah, I fucked up Sam 3 to the point it won't work anymore.
Which is actually the cause of our problems. So.
And was a blessing in disguise, apparently.
Yeah.
There we are. Sign me in automatically, which will never work. Because my fucking computer keeps on cleaning itself out. I got a thing
Computer
called
self-enema.
Advanced System Care Professional, which is a highly recommended thing. It's a very good program. Cost me $20. But it literally, I mean, it has all sorts of little goodies on here, including Turbo Boost, which I like. It's a RAM program that goes through and kicks out any unnecessary programs.
When you, not even looking at, what this article is about, what do you see when you see these three people?
Somebody who looks like me when I was in high school.
Now, the actual article is Gamer leads cops to parents' pot stash found on G4TV.com, the feed.
So the reject in the third one is the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still looks like me when I was a kid. I had the rashes on my face pretty bad when I was a kid.
That's not a rash. That's acne.
Some of it, yet some of it, like this, was really was about that red for many years.
Ooh.
Until this grew, and I think that's draining all the blood out of it. And I got another one growing now.
Trevor, 17, is into online gaming and his folks. Okay. Into online gaming and his folks. If you couldn't tell that by the article already, thank you.
That is a really bad way of putting that.
Exactly.
I just caught on to that. I'm like, wait a minute. Because my mind was like, hold, something's not right.
Yeah.
They might want to rethink, this is why spell check needs a grammar check.
Oh no, and it
really
gets better. It gets better from here.
Oh God.
Problem is that is into online gaming and his folks. James and Cindy seem to like smoking weed. Just that line right there causes the brain to go, wait, excuse me?
That's the second line that's had the brain do that.
And the problem is that Trevor may have been using a stolen credit card to pay for his gaming. That stolen card led to police to the They actually gave their fucking names to the Miller house. That led to the bust of his parents for growing marijuana. 2 hobbies ruined in one shot. This kid is an epic winner. He is so epic he has failed.
He's failed so bad he's winning.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's the vicious cycle of gang banging.
His
win
failure
and fail.
has curled in on itself and is now win. Figure that one out.
Yeah.
If you can, write in, because we don't get it.
And it goes on to say that he was uses the credit card for downloading virtual gold coins. So I'm guessing he was into World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft, or even Facebook uses currency like that.
He was charged with ID theft, burgle, unlawful use of credit card, computer fraud, and unlawful production of marijuana plants, or his folks were just
Which
charged.
is like the side note to all the rest of that shit.
No, while his parents were just charged with unlawful production. The kid...
Well,
okay,
yeah.
if the kid knew about the pot plants, that'd be one thing. I'm guessing he didn't.
Or if he did, he didn't really think anything of it, because he was too wrapped up in his own little thing.
This is one of those points of epic failure. There's no way to describe, beyond epic fail.
Oh, and incidentally, in case everybody's wondering where Show 3 went, talk to Chaos.
I'm looking through my archive, shut up.
He saved it and he doesn't know where it went.
I put it in one of my damn folders.
Oh, that is the absolute best scene in all of Doctor Who, bar none. I was going to talk about that. That is my favorite Doctor Who regeneration story ever. The End of Time.
Yeah.
It is. It takes one of the most sinister phrases and makes it a joke, and it does it so well.
Race. Yeah.
Oh, I highly recommend. I don't give a shit if you've ever seen Doctor Who in your life. Even if you just watch the first part is worth it for the gag at the end. It is priceless. I watch it every night, at least once. It's
White,
just
black,
great.
A white, black, Master Obama. That's enough to make your brain go, cracker say what?
It is.
And it will even use a nice little Chinese overtone of, cracker say what? Your brain will do it. It's guaranteed.
Oh, it is. It is. It is. I wanted to show my mom both of them, but we only got time to show the one. But even at the end of the one, you could just see the gears turning like, whoa. And then she spotted who played Rassilon, Timothy Dalton.
Mm.
He was James Bond apparently once. I did not know that. I knew he was from Flash Gordon. He was the prince in Flash Gordon. And that's where I knew him from. I have not seen James Bond, so.
Oh, you sad individual. Yeah.
Kind of. I've just never. I can't really get into him.
I like James Bond, but
I like Q. That's about the
Yeah,
only thing in
Q.
James Bond I like. What the?
That is.
What's your girlfriend doing in a picture?
Oh, ha ha, ha ha.
Sorry, I'm a little weak, but hey.
I'm going through. It's a article called "Super Terrific Japanese Thing Telenoid R1."
The fuck is a telenoid?
Hiroshi Ishiguro has created many creepy robots over the years, but he'll have a hard time topping his new Telenoid R1.
Which looks
because
like
it's a horrible, limbless, white blob straight out of Lovecraft's Medulla Oblongata.
It looks like an albino amputee.
The point of Telenoid, besides making people doubt the existence of God, is that's because it's kind of like the world's creepiest telephone. Two people in different locations can talk to each other through two telenoids, with each telenoid theoretically mimicking the tone and face and presence, quote-unquote, of the other speaker. I assume it helps considering if the other person is also a limbless albino blob.
Thank you.
Care to see it in action? No, I don't. Go fuck yourself.
Actually, it is a very interesting idea.
It is, but no.
And of course, every interesting idea, I guess, has to look but fucking ugly now before it can go anywhere. And boy, does that pass. That passes. Oh,
you
is
have
that
a
my
comment from your
dad?
dad, yeah.
Hey, Dad.
I want to know why I'm getting an update
here?
on my page
And why
about
didn't I
your
get
dad
that?
commenting on your page when there's no social interaction here.
When did he post that?
Just now.
On what? Because that isn't showing up for me.
On Matt Ullman's status 24 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, that's the one where he's well, wait a minute. Commented on status.
However, I like the final little question at the end of it.
Oh,
My question is, when do I try to
he was responding to the one you responded to. That's why it showed up.
When do I try to kill it with a baseball bat? Will its partner also attack the other person with a bat? Or do they decide not to give it arms, thanks to... yeah. Dr. Wally has something... I'm gonna skip that one.
YouTube props.
No, YouTube poop phrases.
Oh,
Fill in the
poop?
I'm not gonna get near that one.
No, I don't know what it is, and I don't want to. What? That looks like an old Commodore.
It is 84.
It's a MAME thing.
Oh my god. It has a built-in beer tap. You can play games and drink at the same time. Okay, that wins.
No, you know what you do? You connect a hose up so you can use it like a straw and just kick the tap when you want. What is that? It's like a fan. Oh no, it's a spill. It's a spill thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keeping a pony keg of domestic beer. Yeah, that's fantastic.
We found, actually, if you're into ROMs and stuff, we found a really good one on ThinkGeek.
Oh, I have quite a few ROMs.
That has, it looks like a Jaguar or a DS or something, but it's got a 4 gig hard drive. Can play any video file, including Shockwave and Flash, any audio file, and has the emulators for like 6 or 7 ROMs. Plus, in case 4 gigs isn't enough, it has an SD card slot.
Damn.
$100. I'm like, mine.
Elder
The
Scrolls
screen's like
Oblivion
the screen's
equals
small,
RPG
but shit.
Elder Scrolls Oblivion equals RPG Rapist.
No, RPG Rapist is Fatal. Sorry, Fatal wins. Fatal wins anything, and you know what
Okay.
I'm talking about. Fatal.
Now, this picture, and for those who have not seen it, is Chewbacca the Wookiee riding a giant squirrel killing Nazis. This image.
Why has this not been in a video game already? It'd be worth it for the screen cap alone.
Yeah.
It really would.
But I don't know what to really
Yeah.
say to it. It's just one of those things.
And
It's
apparently
like,
these are dirt poor Nazis because they're standing in a hard hat and an overcoat. There is no armor, no nothing at all.
Oh. Have you... okay.
Oh, is this the piranha thing?
No. This is Machete.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Machete is... we've been talking about... We actually talked about the last couple shows before
We
the
did?
month hiatus. Yeah.
Oh.
This is one with Danny Trejo. The, stereotypical Mexican of every...
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We mentioned him the last one at least, I
Yeah.
think. I don't remember.
Yep. This movie, and just from, the Red Band trailer alone...
Mature audiences only. Oh,
Yeah.
this is a band trailer?
It's a Red Band, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just because this...
20th Century Fox.
Which I understand why they gave it a Red Band. Because, well, you've got tits and ass, and then you've got horrible graphic violence.
Everything you need in a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At least they're upfront about it with this
Yeah.
trailer. Instead of being pussies.
I'm not... Well, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's his intestine. That's cool. I want to see this now. That's so cool.
Yeah. This movie
Ooh,
is...
lady with an eye patch. That's cool.
It's Michelle Rodriguez, no less.
Is the only gory thing that he used the guy's intestine
no.
as an escape rope?
No.
Which is still cool, by the way.
Even has
That's Steven Seagal.
Yes, it is.
Who looks about as good as Sylvester Stallone anymore.
Yeah. Which, old Slice Stallone is aging like hell.
Well, so is Stallone. Or
yeah.
Stallone and Seagal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jessica Alba. And Robert De Niro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cheech Marin.
I'm going to find some way to watch this in the theater.
Yeah.
This is an absolute theater movie. You cannot
yeah.
see it.
And, well, and...
Bill Cosby?
Oh, it's,
Picture pages?
Yeah. And
Oh my God, I
It's
haven't
funny
seen-
is Machete is actually based... It started out as just a fake trailer. That was during the Grindhouse movies. And
Oh, that's one of the Grindhouse ones.
yeah, it was one of the Grindhouse
Yeah.
trailers.
Now, is that the one? Because I thought
Yeah.
Okay.
There was like two of them.
Yeah, I knew there was something coming out of that. I wasn't sure if it was that or if there was another one, too. That is an awesome... I want to see the Mortal Kombat Reborn
That is...
as a movie.
Yes, I want to see that as a movie so badly.
I will say this, and I said this the last time. Adam Eagle, yet again, fuck you. He does not like it, and I can't remember why. Oh, because Johnny Cage died in the trailer.
Oh, boo fucking who.
I'm
He
like,
dies
I don't
in the...
give a shit about Johnny
He dies
Cage.
in the games. He dies in the main story.
He died in the second movie, too.
Yeah,
he died, like, right in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, according to... I'm about to hurt my... I'm going to hurt for saying this. According to Mortal Kombat lore... Yes, it's big enough to have a lore.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Cage is dead. He died by getting basically shanked by Shao Kahn. That's how he died.
Mm-hmm.
And that happened within, shortly after the end of the first tournament. There was no glorious combat, nothing, just, you're dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Whoop-de-dee, fucking ding.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Nerdy apparel.
Oh, that's Leah.
Hey,
I actually saw one, of course, that for a stormtrooper, and and that was actually very well done.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Where
And for
is
Darth
that?
Vader was the other one.
Oh, yes, everyone's... Oh, it's been removed.
For which trailer?
Piranha 3D. It was removed, damn. And
Too graphic.
No, copyright violation.
Oh, well, fuck them. Well, it's got to be somewhere then.
Yeah, it's got to be out there somewhere. I'll find it. But yeah, literally, it is 9.5 minutes of a giant bloodbath, and it's not even. Yeah, it starts out with this. It starts out with the stereotypical stupid cop research team swimming about the water after they find a dead body. A chewed up dead body. And they send a recon team in, while the dude's looking around, he sees instead of doing the intelligent thing, after you see a column of eggs that are about the size of a $50.
Where's my torch?
Exactly.
Yes, burn that fucker.
Yeah, he takes off his glove to play with one of the eggs to get a better look at it, or something attacks his hand.
Good for it.
He turns around, lights up an underwater torch, and the piranha are looking at him. And
He's underwater when he does this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's dead, and he deserves it.
Oh yeah, stupid people deserve to die like that.
Yes, they do. Speaking of stupid people dying, that's something else I was telling you about. 2 Cents is back, and they are on Ustream.
Okay.
Saturday, 10 p.m. to midnight or 7 to 9. And we'll see what we can do. I've got a 10-minute clip of the best of the gore news up until this point. And some of them are just...
Oh.
It's like, dear God, how did these people survive this long?
The trailer goes on from after you see the dude get eaten.
Right.
And, screaming into the headset to his partner. Who's on the land.
Yeah.
Who's on land. It cuts away to a spring break party on a lake.
Oh, of course.
Which, and they are following literally in the Piranha series. Because it looks like the same damn lake river area of the last movies. And you see the stereotypical, current days, crazy-ass spring break party.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a floating, bands and drunken people and just everywhere. And this is where it obviously becomes a red band trailer because, you've got a wet t-shirt contest and you can see tits and boobs and nipples and all that.
Oh, so horrible, yes.
Oh, I know. And thongs and asses and so on.
But of course we can show somebody being gutted and have it be a green. So.
Which is strange.
Yes.
And a sheriff who was actually played by Ving Rhames. Because I can tell that big black voice from anywhere. And he tries to shut it down. He tries to, he says, there's an emergency, try to shut it down. The DJ tells him to go fuck himself and continues the party. And everyone starts diving into the water. You can see where this is going.
Oh, there's a smorgasbord opened up.
Oh no, and this is how they introduce the piranhas attacking this crowd. They show the school of piranhas swimming along, from their perspective, and a couple of them look up, and it's just like the kid scene from Jaws.
Oh.
Where the shark comes up underneath the kid, bites him in half, and drags him under.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except this is a chick in an inner tube with her ass hanging down, and you see 3 piranha just go up and start snacking.
You know what? I was thinking, that band, if there was a band on there, they had better be fucking happy nobody got mad.
Yeah.
Instead of throwing a tomato, you just reach in and pitch a piranha at somebody.
Well, the movie's in 3D. The movie is in 3D.
Oh, Jesus. That's worse.
No, the 3D is actually pretty good.
Well, no, I mean, that just makes it all a lot more vibrant.
Yeah, but it just honestly, the body count from the mass panic is higher than how many people the piranhas actually kill.
Well, of course. Everybody's killing each other, trying to get away from them.
There is one scene where a dude is escaping in a little dinghy boat with a little motorized dinghy boat.
Mm-hmm.
Chick's hair gets caught in the rotor. It jams the rotor. So the dude's just tearing away at it, trying to get it restarted. The chick's screaming, and the dude gets a restart her entire scalp and part of her face gets ripped right off and sucked into the rotor. And I'm sitting there going, wow, that's pretty good.
You know you're panicking when you're killing somebody and you don't care.
Yeah.
You just want to get out of... I think that's the most violent thing I've ever heard of in a movie.
Oh, no, and it just gets worse and worse. The whole trailer, you're sitting there going, oh my god, this is feeling everyone, no matter who you are, has a certain amount of carnage they have to fill their lives with. You know, daily,
right.
Weekly, monthly, whatever. I felt that movie filled my carnage quota for a month. And I have a really high carnage quota.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the opening to, you know, basically all of Terminator 3 filled my carnage quota for 2 days.
I don't remember that. I know I've seen it, though.
Terminator 3 was with the Terminatrix, the sexy female.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Where they got locked in a bunker.
Yeah.
I forgot to get 0 punctuation today.
Oh, good job.
So, got it. And, of course, I have no clue what the fuck it is, so... Space?
What?
For a genre.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, it just, the trailer just gets horribly graphic and awesome.
You know what?
At one point there's 2 dudes carrying a chick onto the beach, and she's just coughing up blood. And one of the dude holding up her top half pauses for a second to look back, and the dude carrying her legs keeps going. She separates right in the middle, and all of her guts spill out. Yeah. I'm sitting there going, they really went really far with this blood and gore thing.
I'm going to skip on the best of gore because it's 18 minutes long.
Oh, dear God.
We don't have that much time.
No, that'd be a little excessive.
So the one I was telling you about is a little over a minute and a half. That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do nicely.
Now, where the fuck is everybody? Because they're still online.
Oh.
I still see them online. Why are they not
I
in
found
here?
this article, and this one actually I found on the BBC. It's a really scary article. What it is, it's what happened is hackers can now actually trace your IP, but when they trace it, they can find your home address. By tracing your IP. What they do is basically, if they, you know, trace your IP, okay, so they go, okay, it's there. Then they follow the route back to, you know, all the communication systems between there.
You're not listening, are you?
Huh? No, I don't think I am. Possibly, maybe. Nope, I'm not.
No.
Yeah, I am. Never mind.
Okay, I was going to say, wait a minute. We got a listener. Who the fuck is that?
That's me. I don't count.
You dork. Don't scare me like that.
Yay! No! Fail! Bollocks!
That's it. That was a perfectly timed thing. You realize that?
I could not have timed that. There's no way I could have timed that. It was beautiful. And now I'm shutting off my phone.
Smart move. See, mine just vibrates. It doesn't make shitty noises like yours does.
Well, generally, most of the time, I can't tell if it's vibrating because, well, I'm a fat guy. I move. Therefore, motion and cancellation and all that fun stuff.
I do want to see. I got check last week, and I'm going to see if I can get myself a better phone like yours or something.
Okay.
Only bitches I'll have to get through Verizon, so it'll be about 3 times as expensive.
My phone's through Verizon.
How much did you pay for it?
$30.
No, that one's through...
No, that's Verizon.
You got that when you signed up, though?
No. I renewed my contract 6 months before I even got that phone. That phone was a replacement phone.
See, you're on a contract. I'm not. I don't have good enough credit. So I have to pay full price.
Let's see here. I'm checking the weather report for the area.
Flash flood, last I checked.
Yep.
Which you said this morning we've had some mudslides.
Yes, actually, between Iniat and Chelan, well, actually, before Iniat, so basically Iniat has been cut off, there was 3 feet of mud and water completely washing out the highway. Yeah, so it's like...
That is supposed to go until 11 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
So that might get worse even.
Yeah, and we've got fire warnings, obviously, because we've got like 15, 20 fucking fires.
I haven't seen any fire warnings. I did a couple of times when I was in Minnesota, but right now it's flash flood that they seem to be worried about.
Yeah, well, I mean, and it's just, well, yeah, it's because we got more storms rolling in.
Right.
And it's just like, we're just getting pounded here, and for the last week, it's just been lightning storm, rain, hail, tsunami, winds. I'm waiting for Captain Planet to appear at some time going, fuck you guys.
I warned you.
Yeah. It'd be one of those things, it's just like, come on, really? Is it necessary to keep pounding us? We have taken so much abuse and horrible pounding already. Can you cut us a break? We're raw and bleeding here.
But the problem is, we're being punished for the sins of everyone.
No, we're being punished for our own stupidity.
Well, I mean as a species.
No. We're being personally punished for our own shit.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we had done any shit, but then again...
Look up 1995. Enough said.
I wasn't here then. How the hell would I know that?
Because it made national news?
If you pay attention to the national news, maybe. I did not at that time.
Not to account for the fact that I find some of this storm system is rather quite amusing. The day, and this actually did piss me off, is because I knew this little son of a bitch. The dude I went to school with, he gunned down his parents in their sleep, then burnt down the house, and this was back in '03.
I think I remember reading about this.
Yeah, Nick Baynard.
I don't remember the name, but I remember the event.
That's who it was.
Because I was I had just started up paper delivery at the time.
A local judge just reduced his sentence by 12 years due to a technicality. The technicality is the stupidest technicality ever, because when he was being sentenced, when he was found guilty, the juror said, deadly weapon, using the context of deadly weapon, meaning firearm. Because throughout the whole trial, they had been saying, what is the deadly weapon? The deadly weapon is a firearm. The firearm is the deadly weapon. Round and circle. It's a circle jerk kind of thing.
Right.
Well, because he was found guilty of with a deadly weapon, even though the juror meant firearm, and the judge sentenced him to 2 counts of murder with a firearm. Accessory charges, which is an automatic extra 10 years. Because of those clashing little technicalities, he was able to get the 12 plus years dropped from his sentence. This is after the Supreme Court said, get the fuck out of here, we're tired of your bullshit. You know what, if you really want to debate it, go back to Chelan County. Chelan County, proving their indomitable ability to be fucking corrupt, have just shaved 12 years off, actually more than 12 years off a double preemptive murderer. Now he's only serving 25 years.
Those 2 words alone should guarantee he doesn't get out at all.
Yeah. But because he was 17, months shy of 18, months shy, he was charged and convicted as an adult. Yeah. So all they are saying, all the fucking county is really saying is, if you want to commit a major crime, you want to rape somebody, you want to murder somebody, come here. We'll cut you a break. But if you do something small and stupid, they will hound your ass till the end of time.
Of course, because the small and stupid things are the things that keep their treasury in check.
Yeah. But just like, you guys are fucking... It just astonished me. I could not believe it. I could not honestly believe it. I thought I was going insane again for a second.
I did not want to believe it, but...
Yeah, yeah. And that's just one of those really big things that had me going, oh, you're fucking kidding. But on other news fronts, for anyone that knows us, or at least knows me, has been paying attention to, my usual reports about the fire problem around here. Yes, we have a rather large fire problem. Anything to add, Rendell? Anything?
I've been trying to figure out about them, but I can't find anything that's tracking them.
No,
The fires. Or the murder?
No, the fires.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I've been trying to track the fires since you and Cynthia started talking about it when I was in...
Wenatchee World, good sir. Wenatchee World.
I was in Minnesota.
WenatcheeWorld.com.
No, I checked on there. The day that you guys reported it, there was nothing on there.
Huh, that's strange, because that's where I find out half my crap.
Because that's why I posted like I did after that. It's like, if anybody knows a website to check, let me know, because I can't find one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like the fires around here are kind of insane, because actually the one big one out by Gretchen's actually composed of 3 or 4 separate fires that merged into a fire complex, which has eaten a lot of land. There's actually an article on the Wenatchee World that is kind of sad, and the only reason the Wenatchee World knows about it is because the woman posted in the comments what happened to her stuff. Her and her husband had bought land up Sequanay. I know I'm mispronouncing it. Sequanay area, and they had all their materials to build a house up there, over $100,000 worth of stuff. Plus, they had stuff in a metal storage container sitting up there. Most of the wife's stuff and some of the husband's stuff. And the fire cut right through their property, consumed everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, yeah.
Well, I know.
And it sucks is because they've been saving up, money for years to build a house up there. And then it's poof, all gone. Which, as the cold, heartless part of me kind of wonders for a moment, did they have insurance?
That's what I was just going to say.
Because if they don't have insurance, well, that's kind of their own fault. However, if they have insurance, there's no problem. Yeah, a lot of those, treasured, precious memories, like, kids' clothes, kids' toys, that they want to pass their grandkids and great-grandkids and shit like that. Yeah, it's gone. But,
they can at least build yet.
Yeah.
The materials would be insured.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know when I left... I called up when I got back, and it sounded like over by where Don works.
Oh, we had somebody pop in and they popped off.
Who was it?
It said Kissy Mush.
Oh, that was just a generic.
Yeah.
Cannot think of where he works right now. The electric place out in
The electric place.
that manufacturing. They're in
Alcoa?
No, they're in Industrial Park going out toward Waterville.
Oh.
I think it begins with a P. I just can't remember it.
I'll find out.
But he works out there, and he said while I was gone, they had a fire over there, and it was literally closing in on where he worked.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I heard nothing about it. So, I'm from what I've heard, that one's out. But of course, now we got 5 or 6 more.
Yeah.
And at least a couple of them are on our side, which is rare, because the ones that we've had that I've heard have all been on the Wenatchee side.
Oh, yeah. But almost any fire that pops up
this is the first time we've really gotten anything major on this side. Now we've got like 2 or 3. So.
And this may sound horrible, and I don't care if I sound like an asshole for saying it. However, I hope Fancher Heights burns to the ground. No, seriously.
You got an X up there, or what?
No. Okay, you have to realize, I have this rather stout ability to hate rich people.
Mm.
Now, mainly because, well, for years I've been getting screwed over by rich people.
Oh,
that happens from being a lower middle class to poor white trash of the spectrum. Now, with the gaping divide between you are here, there is no middle, and we are here, we shall piss on you. I can't help but there's like two people left there, in all honesty, two people up in Fancher that deserve their houses. Honestly, deserve their houses. Because one of them, he worked for 20 fucking years. He made his kids and wife suffer. And the story I have gotten from a friend and I've actually gotten from the dude's face, he made his kids suffer too. By literally for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they had a lot of rice. Their dad saved as much money as he could by being the cheapest bastard known to man, so he could buy up a company in town and turn around and end up buying a house up there from all the profits. He worked his way up to earn the money, to have the money, to own the house. He deserves the house.
Yeah.
A lot of people up there don't deserve the houses because most of them are Californicators or those rich yuppie bastards from around here who have inherited all their money. There are some hardworking people up there. However, I only know two, so fuck everyone else.
Right. Yeah, I still cannot think of where he works. That's gonna bug the hell out of me, because I should know it. Anyway, yeah, they really...
Yeah.
I really do not... I do not like this area right now. I do not feel very safe
Well,
here.
I mean, all the fire and all the smoke. Well, and as I said, a lot of the smoke that we have right now, the kind of greasier stuff, it's coming out of Canada, because they've got a lot of fires up there, too.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, but the thing is, and we were talking about this on the way over, that we've got a haze now.
Oh, yeah.
And we have for many, many years.
Well,
Had a haze where you cannot see across the river very well.
Well, it started out, honestly, with the first couple fires, and then with all the smog and the bullshit from
Everything just settles in the valley,
Yep.
so...
And the only time it gets really good is during the winter, where you can actually, like, oh, wow, I can see across the river. Ew, I can see that person's house fucking their dog. Going away now.
You got damn good eyesight. Or there, you got a cheap set of binoculars.
Little A, little B.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't put you past that either. While you're looking, we got some breaking news.
Oh?
Proposition 8 got overturned.
Oh, yes.
I found this out literally. I mean, it was posted 1:46 p.m., and that's all that was posted, along with the court results. State does not have an interest in enforcing private moral or religious beliefs without an accompanying secular purpose. So that's really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be something better than that by now.
Oh, there will always be. Yeah.
But that's. How did you see that somebody came in?
Oh, because I've got the page open and I was looking at it at the time. It was perfect.
Oh, you saw them leave.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, because generic names usually don't show up.
Yeah, I watched them pop in and then I watched them pop out.
Yeah.
It was quite funny.
I'm going to play something to take a break here quick.
Okay.
So we'll play, should we play 2 cents?
You know, I'm surprised you have not commented on the fact I have not lit a single cigarette during this show.
Well, you didn't even bring them with them.
I don't have any. That is why I was waiting for people to return to my house, because they had my cigarettes.
Oops.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course we pass them on the highway. There's the funny part.
Oh, that was your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll live.
Yeah.
I can always bum off Wes at the meeting.
Okay, I'm going to play Zero Punctuation, and then I think I'll play the Gordon News clip, because that's really short. I have not heard this, Zero Punctuation. I forgot to get it this morning. So this is, he's doing a dual review of Death Spank. I know, and Limbo is the other one. I'm really interested to see if he has any comments on the titles alone. Because with what he did, he never let go for like most of the review. Chaos is trying really hard not to laugh. He's doing a good job of it so far, but I think he's probably going to crack at some point. So I'll be humane and let him do it off of the air. So here is 0 punctuation, and then one of the 2 cents, the latest 2 cents gore news. This is the last one. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but this is just the last little story they cover. So here you go.
Yeah, thanks for the warning, dickhead. Jesus.
I like listening to that.
Yeah, I can tell. Didn't give me a fair fucking warning. Screw you! And the horse you rode it on, Steve. Anyways.
How'd my horse get from Minnesota?
It's a horse.
How'd my horse get out of the bottle of glue it's probably in now?
That's a better one. King Tut's chariot has made it to New York. Oh, King Tut's chariot arrives in Times Square. I think I brought this up before. I can't remember, but
horses must be tired.
but no, actually, this will be King Tut's last grand tour before he is packed up and sent back to Cairo permanently. He is going to be in New York until I do believe they said the end of October. And it will be the last time Tut is around, so, they were making a grand spectacle out of it. I actually have a friend in New York who is willing to take pictures for me, and it's like, I'm all happy giddy about it. So, hey, you know what, I've never gotten to see King Tut in my fucking life, okay?
I haven't either.
My mom got to see him once when she was a little girl. God damn it, I'll never get to see him unless I go to Egypt, and I'll never be able to fucking get to Egypt, because I'm pretty sure they'll stop me at the border for being white.
Oh. Well, this is Egypt.
Exactly.
What they're like.
Yeah. Oh, and interesting little article I found on Cracked about 6 people who turned to life crime into legit careers. One of them is Danny Trejo. He started actually out as a real bad guy and became a movie bad guy.
He was in Devil's Rejects.
Yes.
With DDP. He was
Yeah.
a bounty hunter.
Mm-hmm. He is the stereotypical Mexican. That is Danny Trejo for you. Zoom in 2001. No. Oh. That would be that. But yeah, Danny Trejo actually, then he logged out.
No, that was me saying hi.
Oh. Around. But no, and he actually, there's even a comment from his grandmother? No, his mother, who said she stopped being surprised when the cops showed up at their house.
Yeah.
Because he got into drugs, robbing convenience stores, stuff like that. And eventually, after a 15-year stint in prison, including San Quentin.
Oh.
Yeah. He was good.
He was a bad boy.
He was bad. He got sent to San Quentin. Yeah. But he set out on a 12-step program to break him of his addiction to drugs and alcohol. And he kept tabs on his former 12-step partners, and one of them happened to have been an assistant producer for a movie called The Runaway Train. So, that's how he came into going from bad guy to bad guy. One of those cool little things, you run upon the internet every so often.
Who were the others?
Michael Franzen's from Mobster to Motivational Speaker. Looking up. Oh, Barry Minko, who started out as a carpet cleaning restoration business called The Best, and turned it around to actually, he now works for the government and security firms to stop fraud.
Nice.
So he started out as fraudulent, and now stops fraudulent. Again, one of those...
One of the best people to do it.
Hacker, a hacker, again, hacker, now works for the companies he used to break into. You see a theme here, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, the actor, I didn't realize until I saw a picture of him right there.
Oh, yeah.
Who that was.
Oh, okay.
It was like, oh, yeah, I've seen
So me and Paz have been throwing out this name for all this time, and you're like, who the hell is Danny Trejo?
I knew I had seen him.
Yeah.
And because I remember seeing his name in the credits and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I knew I had seen him in things. It just never clicked which character I was seeing him in.
Okay.
And he is very distinctive.
Oh yeah.
You cannot miss him.
But he is also the stereotypical Mexican in almost every single movie.
Well, yeah, probably.
If you look through his credit,
He was the only Mexican, I think, in Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw Devil's Rejects, I rented it because DDP was in it.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big wrestling fan, aside from what the crap they did to him in WWE. I thought he was wonderful in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, cool, he's acting. And then I saw it's like, shit, he's a bad guy. And he's actually a pretty good bad guy. But
Yeah.
then I saw that, and then I saw House of a Thousand Corpses. I love House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't have that one yet. I've got Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sitting here. I found a 15 greatest Disney villains list presented by Ethan K. From a Greater News Media Corporation, posted on Topless Robot. Let's see here. Okay. This list I kind of disagree with, and you'll find it's called 15 Greatest Disney Villains.
Oh. Okay.
At number 5, we've got Man/Fire from Bambi. Strike one.
I guess I can see that because that's probably one of their first.
If it was just the hunter that killed Bambi's mom, or the fire.
Okay, yeah, no, that yes.
If it was one or the other, but that's strike one. I have not seen Princess of the Frog, so I'm gonna skip that shit.
Right.
Madame Medusa from The Rescuers.
I have not seen that.
Okay.
But that's fine. I mean, I'll just kind of smile and nod.
Okay, I'll skip that. The Queen from Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That was very well done.
Ursula from Little Mermaid.
I guess.
It'll pass. Xanatos, though. Xanatos from Gargoyles.
I can see the princess thing, although I would probably have her higher.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have her clear down in the double digits.
Yeah.
That's
However,
right.
David Xanatos from Gargoyles.
Xanatos needs to be in the top 5.
Yeah. So there's strike 2.
Xanatos is, well, strike 1.5, because he at least made the list.
Yeah. So
And how many people would realize that the cartoon was a Disney product?
I did.
Well, yeah,
but that was me.
Do,
Yeah.
People might not know that.
Cruella de Vil. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, psychopathic woman. You know. Magica Dispel from DuckTales. Yes, they have Magica Dispel.
Magica Dispel.
From DuckTales.
I don't remember her.
Well, I'll play this quick. I'll play this quick little clip then.
I love. Oh yes. I like her.
Okay.
Okay, unashamed. I absolutely adore DuckTales.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was a really
yeah.
good
Magica Dispel.
Really
yeah.
good one.
There's a couple other villains they could have used, but Magica Dispel works very well.
The only other villain I can think of was the old man who was looking for the.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the best.
No.
But he's certainly one of the better.
Hades from the Hercules movies. James Woods is Hades.
I
only
saw the one.
No,
I
no,
have
no.
to admit, Hades was a kick.
Hades, I think what they're doing is they're basing this on the movies and Kingdom Hearts material.
Right.
And which makes sense is Hades actually deserves his spot on the list.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if it actually wasn't for the fact he has bumbling, incompetent henchmen.
Who was, I knew one.
Pain and Panic.
Yeah.
Matt Frewer.
Matt Frewer was one, and I can see his name. I can see his face. I can't.
Bobcat.
Bobcat Goldthwait, yes.
Yeah.
I knew, that's one of the reasons I like Hades.
Maleficent deserves her spot on the list. Probably not.
Never even heard of her. Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not as number 6. You know, a little higher on the list. You know, like 3, 4.
Right.
This is where it starts getting a little weird. The Fearsome Five from Darkwing Duck. Now, I can understand Daga-Duck. I can understand, you know, Megavolt. But a couple of them? No. So there's the full strike 2.
Okay.
If we went around.
Right.
Jafar fully deserves it.
Jafar, yes, Jafar was a good
Scar deserves his spot.
one. Yeah.
Judge Claude Frollo, or yeah,
From The Hunchback, I've never seen it.
and then Pete.
Murph?
Pete, remember Goof Troop?
Very vaguely. I didn't really get into that.
Yeah, this list is very, very strange. Because there's some really good villains that should have been on here, but, not included.
Goof Troop, I like.
Well, Pete was,
just Goof Troop, I could not get into.
Yeah,
That's the one cartoon that they did that I just, Darkwing I probably could have, it's just,
yeah.
at that point I wasn't watching TV.
Yeah, well, Pete started out originally as a Mickey villain. I mean, he was the first villain. He predated everyone.
Right.
And he eventually got demoted to being a Goofy villain. And that's a big jump from being demoted from Mickey villain to Goofy villain.
Right, yeah.
Which is,
looking at him, yeah, I remember seeing clips of him, but I would not put him number one.
no.
I wouldn't put him anywhere near. In fact, I would probably.
There's actually comments as why Chernabog from Fantasia is not on here. The giant.
Fantasia or
Because
Rasputin from Anastasia.
Yeah.
That was cool. I like that.
Even
that was
Barcott.
Christopher Lloyd, I think, did the voice of Rasputin.
I can't remember.
He didn't do his singing voice. That was Moon somebody.
Yeah.
But then he was a really. I liked the
Oh, yeah.
who did the singing. He was fantastic.
I mean, and there's just a bunch of different, really good villains out there that could have been on this list.
I would knock him out, and I would probably put Rasputin on there somewhere.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be number one.
Maleficent, honestly, I would probably say deserves actually to be on the number one spot. But that's also kind of a bias with me. But she is actually, she isn't Maleficent, since you've never seen the movie. She's a fairy. She's actually a fairy.
Oh, really?
Yes. She is actually a fairy. People seem to forget that little thing is she's actually a fairy.
Fairy?
Yeah, she's a bad fairy.
Oh, that's a neat twist.
Yeah.
Especially for as old as that is.
Yes.
That's in the 30s?
30s, 40s, somewhere around there.
Somewhere, yeah. That's an old thing for having a twist like that.
Yeah, so, and she has been one of the iconic villains for, I mean, hell, she appears in freaking Kingdom Hearts. Every single Kingdom Hearts game.
Right.
She is that iconic.
I've never played Kingdom Hearts. I want to sometime.
Yeah, it's a really great game. A lot of people kind of, they're expanding on the base storyline, filling the plot holes, because they're gonna, what from I can tell is they're gonna do kind of arcs, one series of games is one person's arc, another series of games is another person's arc. Kind of like an expanded version of Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense.
Isn't a Final Fantasy character in there somewhere?
Yes, quite a few of them. You've got Squall, Squall Lionheart. You've got Cloud and Sephiroth.
Sid should be in there somewhere. He's in
Yes.
every fucking game.
It is,
That guy never ages.
it's Final Fantasy VII Sid that appears the most.
Well, of course it'd be 7.
I know, I'd really like to see Final Fantasy IX Sid in there. Or Final Fantasy X Sid.
For me, Final Fantasy 7, yeah, good game probably. I've never played it myself. Cutie Pie is in.
Yeah.
Did you see what my dad said?
Oh, that was just... I did not mean to actually click that, but somehow I started that on accident.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, anyways.
God, yeah, turn that down.
Yeah, just one of those random little things. Yes, she's actually a fairy.
My dad said, she's a fairy? I knew a few guys like that. Similar spelling, but different...
Context.
Yeah, different context.
Very different context.
You knew some guys like her, man. You've been going to some weird bars.
Fabulous.
Well, actually, I know he's been going to some because he took me to one time.
Matt, there's something you should be explaining on the air right now.
Oh, it's nothing big. It's a bar down in downtown Minneapolis, and Dad's listening. I know you are. It was a family thing, believe it or not. We all went down there. They had want to say it was a gay bar. I don't think it was. It was huge. It was in a 2-level, like, warehouse.
No, I don't think we're doing any music right now.
Not right now, no. What is it, though, Dad? We went down there. It was St. Patty's Day or something. We were
Matt.
around down there. But they had a drag queen thing.
I'm wondering how long it will take you to realize your mic is not anywhere near your mouth.
Oh, probably longer than I probably should have.
Yeah,
So,
I was
I'm
wondering...
talking loud, so they can hear. Now I am, yeah.
Dear God, you were loud before coming over my mic. Fuck.
Well, see, now that just proves I'm getting better at talking, because before, with this...
It's the projection. It's the projection.
Even with this, I was very quiet for many years.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went...
I love how
we went down there and
has jumped from talking about Maleficent being a, evil green fairy, which has all sorts of absinthe connotations to it. To you going to a gay bar with your family or something, or a gay restaurant or something like that.
No, it was a club. It was like in one of those. It's just like a square building that took up like a quarter of a block. The bottom was the dance floor, and then upstairs they had like a little stage or review, and they had drag queens performing. And I swear to God, they had some of the best singers in that whole place. They had some pretty good-looking people on stage too, but that's me.
That's kind of scary. But I've been to a couple of drag shows, not of my own free will either.
Hello, Henry. I have not seen you before. Who are you?
I know who it is.
Okay, that's your little friend. Okay, Mission Creek Players came up. Is that actually us this time?
Oh, do you have the email thing set up too?
What email? Whoops! And I just kicked myself out of the room. But I'll be back in a minute.
Good job. I salute you.
What little email thing?
Oh, okay. You got the Gmail one. I've got the GoDaddy.com one.
I've got it's a Google alert.
Oh.
That's set for Mission plus Creek plus Players, and most of the time none of the three are anywhere near each other. So
okay, so never mind. It's all frivolous and useless. Which reminds me.
Speaking of Gmail fucking sucks right now. Excuse my French. I cannot compose any letters or send anything. I don't know what's going on there.
There actually has been some new articles involving.
Oh, damn it! Come on. Oh, okay. There I am. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. I'd gladly play it, except I don't think it's on this computer. Damn it.
I don't think I have it either, which is very sad.
Oh, you like it?
Okay, you have to realize I listen to a lot of music.
Yeah, well, you and I both do. We've got very eclectic libraries.
Yes, thank you, and
I'm pretty certain I don't have it.
Oh.
No, I don't. I'll have to go grab that off of Amazon later.
Wait, you buy music?
Sometimes.
Holy crap.
It's only if I can find a better copy than I can on YouTube.
I try not to buy music unless I have to.
Well, Amazon is pretty cheap.
If I really like a CD,
right,
or at least enough songs from a CD, I'll buy the CD. But if I only like one or two songs, no, I'm not going to fucking
Well, that's why I go on Amazon, because I can get one or two songs.
Yeah.
And they're only like 89 cents a piece. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah, but...
I find it easier to go that way.
Yeah.
Because, we don't keep CDs in the house anymore, so I might as well download, like, digital albums and stuff like that.
Very true.
Speaking of which, I keep forgetting to get an album, and I can do it now.
Actually, with N right here, I can tell you this, and this actually... It's called the virus in the computer, Matt. Yeah, very nice.
Okay. Thank you, Dad.
I actually was sent out on a mission by Henry not too long ago to find to find a single episode of MSTK3.
MST3K, yes. God, you even failed on an acronym. You're doing really good today.
Not enough caffeine.
And no cigarettes either, so yeah.
No.
Which one?
It was actually the, God, I can't remember which episode it was. But I ended up actually finding the whole damn series.
Oh, yeah. I want the whole series. I grew up on it.
I have the torrent still.
Do you have the files, is the thing.
Oh, dude,
Put them on here.
Do you know how long it would take me to download the damn thing? Do you know how big
Yeah.
that file is?
Yeah, get one of these. They're only $80. It's a 1 terabyte hard drive. What? I actually did some shopping. I got it over at Office Depot.
Office Depot.
Yeah, it's $89 in tax.
Hmm.
I'm thinking of getting another one, actually.
Screw you, I'm broke.
Well, I was too. I just finally got my budget under control,
Oh, yeah.
so I could buy it.
I had a train of thought going for a while.
You were
I
talking
forgot.
about MST3K, and then you hopped on torrents.
Yeah, but no, there was actually originally an idea back there. A while.
Okay, Henry, which episode was it? Because I've seen quite a few of them. I would probably know it.
It was from season 9, episode 2. It was
Oh, that helps, yes. I watched on Comedy Central. They have this thing about not going in order. Phantom Planet. I don't think I've seen that one yet. I'll have to
that
look
was the
that one
episode.
up.
I knew it was Phantom something, but I can't remember for the life of me.
Phantom Menace. Actually, that's on Riff Tracks, I think.
Ugh.
I think they've riffed Phantom Menace.
Yeah, they have riffed the hell out of
I'm gonna
everything.
get the riff of Jurassic Park because Weird Al was on it.
That suddenly reminds me, actually, as I see this little icon that shows that. Yes, that
Murph?
is that is a sharktopus. Half shark, half octopus.
Please say you're kidding.
It looks like Cthulhu. But that image.
Oh,
actually,
that's a joke thing.
yeah. But
Okay, good.
But
It's
it reminded me of something. Guillermo.
Yes.
Actually, yes. Guillermo del Toro, the creator behind, the director behind Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy 1 and 2, and quite a few other movies. He has actually been greenlit to do At the Mouth of Madness, the Cthulhu story. Yes,
Really?
with James Cameron helping do executive producing and the 3D work.
There really hasn't been a good Cthulhu movie, I don't
No.
think.
But Guillermo del Toro,
I'd watch that.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, the artistic.
Surprised Nova hasn't told me about it yet.
It's actually breaking news.
Oh,
It's
okay.
within the last
I'm
couple
sure I
days.
will be hearing about it a lot then. Because Nova's little character in SL is a worshiper of the old ones, so
Yeah.
she'll be bouncing all over hearing this one.
Yeah, but I was completely sideswiped because he's supposed to be working on The Hobbit right now, and
I
because
don't think that's going to go anywhere.
that movie has been delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed.
I would love to see it, but I just don't see it going anywhere.
I don't.
If I were going to do one, no offense to The Hobbit, fuck The Hobbit, I'd do the Similarian.
Yeah, Shark Cthulhu.
I'd do the Similarian,
Maybe.
which is basically the genesis of the LOTR world.
Yeah.
That is an absolutely awesome story, and they wouldn't need to worry about any of the actors because none of them were there.
No.
You'd have a whole fresh cast. You wouldn't have to worry about anything. That's the movie they should be
Yeah, but
making.
somehow they tried to work Orlando Bloom in there, and I'd have to kill somebody in the audience the moment that movie came out, because during Lord of the Rings,
I just want to see somebody get tortured by a huge spider.
you and your spider.
That is like one of the best points in the whole movie, in the whole book.
I have an image to pull up for you.
Ooh!
And yes, you've gotten perky about this. You're really gonna get perky when I pull it up.
Ooh, spider! Ow! God!
Give me an
Grandma's radio just bit me. That felt real good.
awkward.
Yes, Dad. I have Grandma's radio in my room. I need to get a digital camera so I can take a
But
picture of it.
this actually, I can't remember where I saw it.
Cataclysm.
Yes.
World of Warcraft saying, "Fuck you all. We want to get rid of this. We want to get rid of this franchise."
Well, no,
Have you
actually.
seen what they're going to do to
Yes,
it?
actually, I have. I like the fact they're revamping and actually going kind of back to the square one.
Revamping is one thing.
I saw an image.
Here,
I can't remember if it was WoW or if it was another game, but it was a spider tar, but it was far creepier. Oh, I remember where
There's
I saw
one
it.
on the new Monster Manual.
No, there is. I am looking for it. Diablo Wiki.
Ooh,
the
Diablo.
Oh no, it gets worse, good sir. It gets worse.
Oh,
Or better in
I,
your
I
case.
think I've actually heard of something along those lines.
And this thing actually made me go, excuse me, what the hell did you just come up with?
Oh, I need to share that with Dory then. I came on, she was staying outside the bookstore, and I came on as a drider, and she had to hide behind a pole because in real life she's scared of them. And when she sees me, she's like Cheyenne. She cannot look at my avatar on the screen. She literally gets jitters and she can't type. So I should share
Here's
this
it in
with her.
its humanoid form,
Oh, well, that's kind of neat.
and that's a very good disguise.
Yeah.
And there's it unleashed.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
that-
she's pretty.
And you are a sick individual. Good
Yes, I am, but she's pretty. I like that. Actually, Red Eye has stuff similar to that. Shark Thulu. Yes.
You just caught the Shark Thulu thing. I actually mentioned that a little bit ago.
What are they called?
They are called Mistress of Pain.
Ah, yes.
And they will be in Diablo 3 as a boss-like character.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Torn Victorian dress with headdress, and they're an arachnid demon.
Right.
Right up your alley.
Yeah. What? Actually, I know what they are based on because somebody gave me a few pages on
And the
spider stuff.
And there's a little trivia fact here at the bottom of the page that makes me really, really wonder, because during BlizzCon 09, the costume contest was won by someone disguised as a Mistress of Pain.
Really? There's got to be a picture of that
There
somewhere.
has to be a picture out there.
I want to see that's in the Victorian thing,
Yeah.
most likely.
Oh no, I'm probably in the Victorian disguise. However, that's still kind of creepy. That's still very creepy. But
I'd rather run into her as a human than a
but when
Tor, though.
But when I saw this, I automatically thought, you know what, Matt needs to see this.
That is I like the artwork. That's very nice.
Yeah. So I
remember hearing about that though. I just don't remember where.
Yeah. So I figured I'd bring that up for you.
I've never seen that picture of it though before.
Because that's brand new artwork that's just come out.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Well, and with them working tirelessly on Diablo 3, and I'm very, very sad. I actually walked into GameStop the other day to pick up a WoW time card, and I felt my heart drop out. I saw the price tag on StarCraft 2.
Was it
$60?
That's not bad.
I do not have $60.
Well, I don't. Even if I did, I wouldn't get it. I've never played StarCraft before.
Oh, that is heresy, good sir.
It's an FPS, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
it's an
good.
RTS.
Don't think I've really played any of those either.
Like Civilization.
Oh, Age of Mythology? Is that kind? Oh, well, that's like Warcraft then.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, it's an RTS. Actually,
I could probably play that then.
Yeah, and I highly advise you actually do pick up at least StarCraft and its expansion, because it's a great game. StarCraft 2, however, fantastic game, but the $60 price tag makes me weep.
Well, give it a couple
But
of months.
the reason why it's so overpriced now is because, one, it's just brand new out.
Right.
Two, it's their way of circumventing having to jack up the prices on the 2 expansion packs that will be coming out. What is actually the rest of the game. The Protoss and the Zerg campaigns, Zerg and Protoss in that order. So it'll be very interesting.
Yeah, I was just still thinking about Cataclysm. I'm trying to think of any justification for what I've heard of the game. It just sounds like they're taking a shit on it so that they can get rid of the game finally.
Well,
Let me put it this way: if I were going to release Cataclysm, I would release it as Warcraft 4. And the reason I do that is because the reason Warcraft and Burning Crusade and Lich King have all worked is because certain parts of them, if not most of them, were all established in the first 3 games. They have never done anything to it that wasn't established in the first 3 games.
Yeah, and that's what they're just continuing to do.
Well, no.
Most of the stuff of Cataclysm is stuff that's based from the first 3 games.
No, Worgen aren't. The goblins as their own.
Goblins have always been around.
Well, yeah, but not as much as they have been in World of Warcraft. I mean, they're literally everywhere.
They were part of the Horde in the Second War, and they started to join the Horde in the First War, and by the Third War.
Well,
they
yeah,
said,
but
"Fuck you guys,
they've
we
always
want to
been
be
a neutral thing.
Yeah. No, not until the Third War. They were not neutral until the Third War.
Well, yeah, with the Sapiers.
Yeah.
But
And Rye, thank you for rubbing that in my face. I now feel sadder. I'm gonna go cry.
oh, they changed their avatar.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, they bought the special edition of StarCraft 2 for a friend for $110.
Dear God. And I thought I had money. I'd never spend that much on a video game.
That's really not that bad.
It may not be that bad, but it's more. I'm not willing to pay 3 digits for
the deluxe special edition uncut director's.
Okay, Dad, cover your ears. I would not buy that even if it gave me a blowjob. Okay. 3 digits for a disc.
Oh, did you see how much
that
Halo
is, that
2
is
was
bad.
going
I'm
for
sorry.
and Halo 3? Those games were insane. It was
for what was?
Oh, Halo 2 and Halo 3, like the super deluxe.
Don't like Halo.
Edition
I do.
DS.
I just have a thing about first-person shooters. I cannot get into them. It messes my whole perception up.
Yeah. Well, and I just suck at FPSs, except for unless it's James Bond or Duke Nukem.
The only James Bond I had fun with was on
the 64.
64.
GoldenEye.
Yes, because you could go around, you could play all the maps. That was when Amanda was still living here, and we would go against each other, and we'd have these fucking rocket launchers, see the other one come through, launch that, and then realize how close we were. And we'd take it, and the person who would shoot would end up not only taking out their opponent, but taking them out, too. Because the kickback was so hard.
Yeah. I love how we went
I love that game.
I love how we went
fun.
from talking about StarCraft to Cataclysm, which is actually that's an understandable leap, to suddenly we're over here talking about the N64 and James Bond.
It's video games. It's all good. We're geeks. What the hell do they expect?
True. Back to Cataclysm, though. Back to Cataclysm. A lot of the stuff they actually are doing are from lore, pre-established lore already. Yeah, Worgans. Have you seen the female Worgen form? Oh God.
It's not much to look at, is it?
No. However, if you thought you were going to have a vampire problem on what's it called? A Second Life?
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a furry problem on WoW.
Dad, what are you asking the price on?
If he's asking about the price of the Halo 2 and 3 games, I have seen them when they first launched. The really special editions went for at least 150 to 250 bucks.
No. The operating systems aren't that expensive.
And but
that's insane
because they came with all these special nifty features.
Well, I don't care. It's still just a disc.
One of them was a bust head of Master Chief.
Okay, now if you're talking like statues and stuff, then I can see it.
Yeah, but it was a really cheap ass shitty statue. And I'm not excusing myself for my swearing on that one, because I sat there, I played with the statue for 5 minutes, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I can't even club a person to death with this thing. I'm not even sure I could actually take out somebody's, reproductive organs with this without it snapping first. This is not worth the money.
No.
And I checked it behind my back. And a friend proceeded to try to beat me for nearly destroying his precious.
Hey, precious to some. No, the thing like Angela was telling me, there's like a hunter for undead, which she just finds completely hilarious because she's afraid that the pet's going to try and eat the hunter. I can see that.
Yeah, but it makes sense.
Oh, when you told me to cover my ears.
Jeez.
Boy, the stream's really lagging, isn't it?
Yeah. That was a good minute or two ago for us. So
that was 110. So yeah, point up. It was. I was referring to the one that the last post before you.
Yeah. But yeah, they're doing all sorts of changes. They're getting rid of AP on gear. Spell power. I have to laugh. I have to laugh at paladins. Several friends play paladins because they're getting rid of MP5.
Oh, mana per 5?
Yeah.
Why are they doing that?
Because they want to. What they're doing is they're minimizing stats. Is what they're doing.
Right.
Which makes sense. They're going back to closer to vanilla WoW. Minimum.
Hey, as long as the game doesn't suck anymore, they'll be
No.
fine with me.
Well, and they're completely redoing everything.
Does that mean that the starter areas will actually have a purpose again?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
They have like nifty purposes. Hell.
Well,
gnomes
am I
getting
going to be
gnomering back?
Am I going to be getting in a starter area and actually be attacked by something instead of going up and flipping at the
Possibly.
bird? I hope so.
Quite possible.
I still think I have the most blasphemous picture from that when I'm killing the leader of the Blood Elves in the Draenei area with her guard standing right there and the patrolman walking right by. What is wrong with this picture? They're supposed to be mortal enemies. I should not have walked past her whole contingent, bitch slap her in the face and walk off without even looking at any of the... And I did. I didn't have to touch anybody. I walked right up, beat her slowly up, walked right out.
And they're doing all sorts of new class combinations too, like Draenei aren't getting jack shit. Dwarves are, however, getting
Draenei get it what?
Draenei aren't getting jack shit. Nothing. They aren't getting nothing new. However, dwarves are getting warlock, shaman, and mage.
I want to see them get rogue. Draenei.
It'd be like the Tauren. It's just not. However, Taurens are getting priest and paladin.
Paladin, I can see. That was one that...
Tauren paladin.
Well, yeah.
That much beef with armor plating.
Yeah.
You are just like a couple inches short of it being a Tauren marine with a murloc, a laser gun,
Well,
and you can't say I'm wrong. You can't say I'm wrong.
The reason I gave this to the reason for Angela, because she's like, but they're nature people, and I'm like, yes, but they are pure-hearted. Even for the Horde, they're probably the purest-hearted people there is. They're very druidic,
Yeah.
and I could see a paladin, a version of a paladin coming out of that.
Yeah. Well, and it's the holy light. Well, okay, so
That's why the priest makes sense too.
yeah.
What else do we have?
You got the orc mage,
I
the
thought they already had those.
troll druid.
Yeah, I don't really.
Oh no, have you seen the troll cat and bear forms? It's rather quite amusing.
What are night elves getting? Night elves were getting one that you didn't
Night
like
elves.
too.
They're getting mage.
Yeah, that one I don't get either. That's got to be something with the Highborn.
No, well, that actually goes back to the War of the Ancients. Because before the War of the Ancients, they did have mages.
Yeah, and if you go in the Temple of the Moon right now, there is
one
a person from that delegation in there. So I'm assuming with him, it's just going to be like, okay, oncoming thing, you need to learn magic. You need to learn it now.
Yeah.
So,
and in the War can get Death Knight, Druid, Hunter, Mage, Priest.
They get rogues? Oh,
Yeah.
now that'll be fun.
Warlock, and Warrior.
They don't get Now, see, Shaman I could see for a Worgen.
Not really.
I could see that before I could see some of them.
Well, because they're...
Although Death Knight will be cool.
Okay, if you really pay attention, no human classes actually have Shaman, except for the Dwarves will be getting Shaman. But
Draenei have it.
Yeah,
but they're not human. So.
Yeah. And they actually explained why the Dwarves are getting Shamans. It's due to it's an interesting troll druid.
Because nobody loves them. What was that?
I think that was about Worgens or something.
Oh,
a couple steps back. The delay is kind of nasty.
Yeah, I never have figured that out.
I do love the goblins. The goblins are not getting paladin or druid.
Well, they don't. No, they don't. No druid for. I
No.
can't see a goblin druid.
But it'd be so funny. It'd be like a tiny little kitty. It's like the gnome druid. Yeah, if they ever make a gnome druid, they're gonna have to make a goblin druid just so you can see the two kitties fight. It'd be hilarious. And there's my 2 cents for the day. But and the Forsaken are getting Hunter, which actually makes sense. It makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Even though I still think
But
that I still am
actually-
afraid if I ever roll one that my pet's going to turn on me and try and use me for food.
There's actually a side note to that. The Forsaken are actually also, besides being, getting the new class, they are actually getting new undead. They're getting the Valkyr. You have no idea who the Valkyr are.
No.
Okay, let me pull up that page real quick.
I have not seen that. I haven't kept up with Cataclysm.
Well, I've been keeping up just on WoW, because I fucking play it. I really should watch my swearing sometimes. I really should.
Well, you are watching it. You're watching it go from your mouth into the microphone.
There we go. Good
so there,
point.
you're
Good
watching
sir.
it.
Good point,
Don't worry
yeah.
about it. My dad's a big boy. He should be able to put up with it.
Or have a second.
Oh, hey, I love the Draenei. Excuse me. They're cute. Except the men. The men look like a walking refrigerator.
The Valkyr.
Ooh, them.
Yeah, they'll be conscripted into the service of the Forsaken by
You
Sylvanas.
can't play them, but they're going to be around.
And it'll explain how they can propagate, new Forsaken. Because it kind of fills that happy little gap of, how the hell are we supposed to make new Forsaken with the Lich King dead?
Oh, Lich King ain't dead. That's the thing.
Well, no.
Inactive.
Arthas is dead.
But the Lich King
Olvar.
But the Lich King is still there.
Yeah. But he's not creating new undead. He's not,
Well, yeah, like I said, he's inactive.
He's the jailer of the dead, yeah.
Right.
Actually, Sylvanas gets killed at one point in Cataclysm. Actually, gets killed.
Okay,
And
game
then,
over.
Oh no, and then she gets resurrected by the Valkyr. The three Valkyr actually give up their life, quote unquote, to resurrect her.
Good, because if they ever permanently kill her, I'm going to sue Blizzard. You do not kill Sylvanas.
How did I know you were going to say that? I knew that was coming.
No, the Valkyr aren't too bad looking.
No.
If I'm going to drool over somebody, it'll be over Sylvanas, though.
Though
Sylvanas
I'm sorry,
is just awesome.
There's that border territory with me of, living, dead. Living, dead.
Except
no necrophilia.
She's still alive. That's the deal.
No, she is dead. She is very much dead.
Well, so?
That is necrophilia, good sir. That is creepy.
That's cute necrophilia, then. Excuse me. You've seen a picture of her. She's adorable.
It's necrophilia, man.
No.
Not right.
I'll be happy in that, then. You go stick with whoever.
I'm sorry, I like, pull, I like a pulse at the very least. It's one of those things.
It's overrated. I did that just to see the look on his face. It was so worth it.
Not enough double scotch in the Not enough.
Damn, boy, I didn't realize it was so easy to break you. I'll have to remember this.
No, I just have an overwhelming problem with necrophilia. Ugh.
You and my dad both. He still cannot listen to Mary Jane's Last Dance.
Oh no,
because he saw the video and the video just made his stomach turn.
Oh no, I can, but the actual concept of necrophilia is just.
Well, yeah.
And
I'm not saying I go out and do that to anybody. That's there's a special
you would
case.
Do Sylvanas in a heartbeat.
Sylvanas
thus you
is
would commit necrophilia. Thus,
yes.
ew.
Sylvanas is a special case. Okay, it's not like
there should be no special case, good sir.
She's like 4 dimensions away. How am I going to get to her?
So you've calculated the number of dimensions.
No, I'm throwing it out.
Oh, you're throwing it out.
Actually, it's far enough away from ours. We're probably in the quadruple digits by now, because there is no relationship to ours at all.
Besides, humans are squishy. That's about it.
That's about it, yeah.
But
they're far removed.
No means no.
Nah, I have to go with Holmes on this one. An exception disproves the rule, so yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, they're doing all sorts of stuff.
Well, I gave you a nightmare for tonight. I'm happy.
No, more of just a shudder. Ooh, necrophilia. Sorry, I had a long, drawn-out conversation one time with somebody where they tried to argue the...
He doesn't like bestiality either? Well, duh. Thanks for sharing. I can't say I'm too fond of it either.
I feel treason in the room.
Yeah, I do more than feel it. I'm point right to the cause of it right now. I think somebody likes the fact that they have somebody to work with to prime you.
Anyway. My brain shifted gear on that one and slipped the gear for a second. Just Nah, don't ever say the words. Just 'cause someone's there to prime you.
Aw.
No.
Ain't nothing. You're worse than I am.
Yes. But also, try to...
I need to play those songs for you. See if you can guess who that is.
Yeah, probably one of these days. Or,
We'll play that when we close out.
Yeah, which will be any time in the next half an hour.
Actually, in about the next 15 minutes, because I need to eat.
Oh, yeah, you need to eat, and we got that damn meeting. So,
yeah.
I love how we bounce all over the spectrum here on this show. Our triumphant return after a month of absence.
Well, it's actually one of the better shows we've done.
I know.
We need to do this more. What the hell do you want now? Depending on whether or not they eat fish are welcome in my bed as are anthros. Anthros are not bestiality, so I'll go with you on that.
Oh God, here I feel the building furry discussion, which suddenly reminds me. I need to taunt Pasta because I happen to have run into his most hated furry associate.
Speaking of furries, somebody on 2 cents from Wenatchee wrote in, which I have to write to. It's not Wentachi, which is how he keeps pronouncing it. It's Wenatchee. Omiro or something. It begins with an O. But he was one of the people who wrote in on one of the Ustream 2 cents, which really got me because I was like, wait a minute. And then I heard how he pronounced it, because when I write in, he pronounces it the same way. He pronounces it Wentachi. It's like, wait a minute. There's another furry over here.
Yeah, there's quite a few furries in Wenatchee, good sir.
They just don't get together. So
no, they get together, but the scariest of the scary get together.
Yeah, it's not the decent ones.
Yeah, like you.
At least I've got a half-hearted compatriot over here, even if it is that. They'll go further than I will on the necrophilia thing. So there's some plus.
Yeah. Sorry, necrophilia, big 0. See, a few people can almost accuse a couple ex-girlfriends of committing bestiality just because, hell, I look like a bear. And I'm not talking bears and, the
No,
gay club
I know
bear.
what you're talking about.
Though, I qualify under that standard, too, which is kind of creepy, too. But it's just like, really? Yeah, okay, I understand that one. I really do. Because, hell, when you're hairy, it's just like, really? I think I just killed my mic. Huzzah.
Hold on. There you go. There you go. You did just... How long have you been talking like that?
No, I just killed it on accident. I know I just killed my mic on accident.
I didn't hear the click that time, though.
Damn you.
Okay. Enri, we need to meet.
They live in New York.
Fly your ass out here. You live in New York, you've got to be richer than I am. Yeah, well, the boy can dream, can't he?
Yeah, you can dream, good sir, you can dream.
Yeah, it probably won't do much more than that.
Oh, my knee.
Oh, man.
I've been on my knees
Can you
too long.
imagine Henry
I
and
now
me-
know how Britney Spears feels. Ow, except my jaw's not sore. What the hell is that, weird squeaking
It's
barking
some
yelp?
urchin out in the courtyard.
Urchin in the courtyard.
Yes. The smaller two-legged versions of us that we just want to feed to things.
Oh.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
shit!
God.
I forgot which one is that on. I need to find this ASAP. They had the best gore news ever, ever, ever. A kid in Australia broke into a zoo in the middle of the night and started wandering over and pitching animals into the crocodile pen. Just random shit. He'd go over, he'd pick up a small animal, chuck it in the crocodile pit.
/ facepalm, ... WTF, what the god, barbecue.
That is just like, Wow. That's. I agree with you. It's like that's mean, but that's a malicious little motherfucker.
Yeah.
There's no other explanation for that.
Unless he's related to the dude in Australia that got really drunk, broke into the alligator pen, and wanted to hug the alligator. He was so drunk he wanted to hug it. He survived.
Damn.
The alligator took off half of his butt.
Well, he went for the brains at least. So.
Yeah. So, the dude's only half brain dead now, so maybe he's more intelligent. But...
They had another gore news, though, as long as we're in Australia. Couple of policemen arrested somebody, told them to lie down on the busy highway. And just looking at you, you know what happened next.
Oh, God.
A car plowed him over.
That's a very stupid cop.
Cops. It was two of them.
Oh, cops.
Yes.
I want to see that episode of Cops.
I want to see the cam of that.
I want to hear the cop freak out. That's the point. I want to skip the gory parts. I want to hear the cop freak out. That's what I want to hear. Because how do you explain that to a superior, much less to the dude's family?
Well, it sounded like, I don't know, maybe he was being belligerent or something, and they tried to tell him to get down on the ground, and they just didn't think of where the ground was. Because I don't think he was laying completely on it. I think he was they were over far enough that they thought he'd be okay, and just like his head was sticking. So, I mean, if it was the one part that needed to stick out in the road, it shouldn't have been that part, but...
Should have been a foot, if you
Yeah.
want to really get risky, you can stick your penis out there, but that's a whole nother thing.
That would be laying really strange.
That involves a little twisting, turning on the side, thrusting.
And that only works if it's not like a snowplow or a steamroller or something.
Sorry, I just had the image of a steamroller for a minute. Mickey Mouse cartoon kind of thing. It was,
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody dinged.
Somebody came in. Schmoopy.
Schmoopy. And I can't read the rest.
Yeah, I got Schmoopy Doo.
Yeah. With the mystery guest, sign in. Well, fuck you too. I couldn't even get my gag line out, and they left.
I know. What?
Damn! Talk about inconsiderate. I was saving that one the whole show.
It's horrible. And
It is.
It's worse. I think this is probably our best show so far.
Well, it's certainly the best sounding now that we got rid of that click problem.
After we got rid of that damn audio issue.
God, that was annoying. That I still say that's something in Sam.
Yeah.
Sam 3, because Sam 2 doesn't have it at all.
Yeah, it has to be.
So that's either an encoder or that was something to do with
the processing or the server access.
Well, it might have been that Firebird.
Yeah.
Something, because this is MySQL again.
Yeah.
And we don't have any problems.
So yeah, And for our triumphant return, we've actually gotten pretty nerdy out there. We haven't even touched San Diego Comic-Con. I mean,
we'll do a special on that.
Probably.
We'll have you come over this weekend and we'll do a special one.
Oh no, this weekend I'm probably going to be fielding questions from MCP members.
Oh, you and me both.
As I walked out in the streets of Laredo.
Shit, that's a Mary Robbins song. The Streets of Laredo, I think, is the title.
There's a thing called Google, good sir.
Oh, my head hurts. I don't want to Google something.
I almost had a sitting down face fall.
I don't know. Literally, I'm gonna be serious here for a minute. I just started getting a headache right behind my eye.
Oh God!
I don't know what did it. It just hit. So I'm gonna end up taking some leave before we go.
Okay, I am seeing a new person in the room now. Moopy Bumbles.
Moopy Bundles. Okay, mystery guests, sign in please and don't leave. Okay? I know that isn't
Find
Reap.
the
I know
magic.
it isn't Polly. Because they have their own names.
Well, and it's obviously not me or Enroy.
Well, or
Dad.
Dad, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, Grip Pipe over here starts cooling down.
God, dude, you turned on the heater in your car in 95-degree
I did
weather.
not turn on the heater, and now I'm starting to type Grip Pipe.
Grip pipe. Pipe grip.
It would help if he even knew who I was talking about. But,
Oh, and see, now they've left.
well,
There is no respect for us people who spend some time, trying to entertain the world. Fuck them. Fuck them in their squirrely asses.
Okay, Foamy, we get the picture. Okay, now I'm going. Since we're running low on time, I'm going to play that one song for you. I'm going to see if you can guess who the singer is.
Oh, God.
If you can't, I've got a song that you will definitely tell who the singer is. So don't look this way because I've got the ID3 tag
Do
on
I
it.
actually... Okay, the better question is, do I actually care?
Oh, I think you'll at least get a chuckle out of it because I know for a fact you know them, but I don't think you ever knew this about them.
Okay.
And the song that he sings in actually became the name of a band that you know.
I spied a dead Indian who was still dangling. Your dad's a little interesting, good sir.
Yo, he is very interesting. What in the hell are you talking about? I've never heard this one
Okay,
before.
this is where I could say, sir, pass the hash pipe. Reach through the abyss that is the interwebs and bring forth the hash pipe. Because, God, you have got to be smoking something pretty good over there, damn.
Who was it? Betty Page was DJing last night, and she got spice from a truck stop. And she said,
Quote, unquote. I keep forgetting people can't see me do little fucking hands.
What were you doing the quote for?
Spice.
Oh, yeah. She said she tried it, and she lost all feeling in her body except her hands. So she's like, I don't know where people are saying that this isn't worth it, but this is some good shit. And all I could do is post to Facebook saying, you know what? Los Angeles has the most amazing DJs. But anyway, where is he?
See, I keep telling you, good sir, there's a reason why I stay out of Second Life. Because I'd fit in way too well. I'd fit in way too well in your neck of the hood.
Oh, yeah, you definitely would.
Which terrifies me, so I stay out of it.
Okay, well, I'm going to play the song here real quick, so...
Okay, you play the song, and
And
you're going to make me fucking guess. And I'm going to cry like a little bitch when I can't get it. God damn,
I almost killed your mic on it. Okay, so excuse the little burp there. It's called Folk Song. This guy is so old, this was recorded in the 60s. So this should narrow your list quite down a bit.
Okay. I'm singing, it's like, crap.
Well, even singing in that one,
Yeah.
it sounds exactly like Wilfred, how Wilfred talks. His voice over 40 years really has not changed.
No, it hasn't long.
In fact, I saw Dalek's Invasion of Earth 2550,
Oh, God.
where he was one of the main
Yeah.
characters.
And he hasn't really changed much in
No, he
all these
hasn't.
years.
He looks a lot older,
Yeah. That's
but
the
his
only thing.
voice is almost identical, which is rare. Usually, at least it changes somewhat.
At least it gets a little more gravelly or a little deeper, just sounds
It's
old and withered.
a little gravelly, especially when he shouts,
Yeah.
or when he's mad. You can tell, but otherwise, it's almost perfect. So,
Yeah. Okay.
what are you guys going to do about a theater now? Oh, Dad's eating steak. You lucky bastard.
I
That
just
sounds
did
good.
that a little bit ago, man.
Well, I was listening to the music. Anyway, what are you guys going to do about a theater? That will be decided in an hour and a half.
Yep.
So I'm going to play the Dark RP admin song to close us out because I desperately need to
Yeah.
get something from my head. But we will talk to you next week at the
Yeah.
earliest.
Yeah. At the
Or
release
at the
next week.
latest. I mean,
Yeah.
we could probably find something we can do
Yeah.
over the week if we wanted to. Well, little notice, Rendell's Ravings is going to episode 200, and I am dropping it. because I have had one person in 3 years comment to me about my show. Fuck you. It's not worth it. It isn't even cathartic at this point. It's depressing.
This is a little more cathartic.
Well, yeah, because I got somebody with me. We can talk things out. I'm not going to do a 2-hour thing by myself.
Sitting in a room by yourself. The only highlight to Rendell's ravings would be is you could sit there and masturbate while you did your show, and no one would know. You can't do that now.
I can't do that anyway. I'm sorry, not sitting.
But with finite exposure, you won't be able to do it now.
Oh, I'll find a way to live, I think.
Okay.
It's not like I'm going to be missing something.
True.
So. Anyway, this is by a guy who calls himself Mr. Personality, and it's called the Dark RP Admin Song. Yep. So, closing out, we'll talk to you later.
Yep, finite exposure, over and out.